Hey everybody, it's Cindy Matalucci, your host of The Pulse and Live with Cindy. Thanks for joining us for a special episode today. We know there's a lot going on. Last night we heard some crazy news where there's a stay-at-home order from Governor Newsom. So I know everybody right now is feeling a lot of stress. Everybody's feeling a lot of anxiety. A lot of our businesses have been impacted. So first and foremost, we want to tell you that we're thinking about you. Our business has been impacted. I know everyone's has. So, our thoughts are with you, but I think it's really important that we do our part to stay safe. We're trying to be very proactive in slowing down the virus by not doing a regular show with a live, with a lot of people in studio. So today we're changing it up a bit. It's just me and my co-host, Israel. Oh, hey.
What's up, everyone? You can see we're like at least 18 feet from each other. Maybe 24 feet.
Not far enough.
I think we're good. I'd like some more distance.
So I just want you guys to know we are practicing social distancing. It's so great that Israel and I can you can see some of our banter today, and he can be involved in what we're talking about today. But it's really, really, really important. We take, safety.
You guys get to see the wizard.
Right? Behind the curtain. I will tell you something funny, though. He did want to be lit up today very well when he found out he was going to be on camera. So we had to add some lights to him. So pretty funny stuff happening. But yeah, you guys, so we take everything really seriously. We've been following up on, monitoring everything day to day. There's been changes every day. So it's like you honestly have to, watch the news to find out what's happening. There were events that it was like 250 people or more had to be canceled, then it was 50 or more, then it was 10 or more. Now it's stay-at-home order. So, no matter what happens, we want you guys to be safe, and we are going to be monitoring it and making sure that we're safe, because that's really, really important. So I think we all need to stay home and stop the spread of this so that we can get back to what we love doing, right? Going out, interacting, being social, all that good stuff. So anyway, so our thoughts are with you all today, but we want to continue, and we want to bring you information. We want to bring you resources because we think that's really important. We want to bring you happy stories, positive stories, things that are happening in our community. And so that's what we want to do. The first thing I do want to start out with is talking a little bit about the coronavirus. I want to give you some facts and some stats if you haven't seen what's happening. So we're going to be showing you some stuff right now. So as of Thursday, you guys, there was 80 cases in San Diego, 11 hospitalizations, 0 deaths. What's kind of staggering about this is 63 of those cases are ages of 18 to 64, so younger than we realized. 17 cases are 65 and older. I'm going to be showing you a new graph because obviously things change so quickly. So in one day, we went up 25% in cases. So it used to be 751 cases in California. That went up, substantially to, I'm going to tell you right now, I think it was, hold on here, I got it. Okay, so it went up to 952 cases. So it's pretty crazy, the numbers, you guys. So that the nationwide, the world cases went from 214,000 to 242,000. So substantially up 25% in one day. The other thing I want to talk about is the fact that, 56% of us could get infected, right? That's 25.5 million people. That's a lot. So Izzy and I were talking about the swine flu, right? And our thoughts about that.
Right. I mean, what's crazy about the swine flu was that it affected a lot of people. And a lot of people got sick. There was a lot of deaths from it. But it's weird because it's like, who remembers the swine flu? I mean, it didn't do what it did to our economy immediately like the coronavirus has. So, I mean, the numbers, or what's the difference between the coronavirus and the flu and the swine flu?
Well, yeah, I mean, you guys, so I've been doing a lot of research on this because I think this is something that people aren't talking about. We've had pandemics in our lifetime, right? So this is not the first pandemic that we've had. The first pandemic that we had was 1918. It was the Spanish flu. That was the deadliest one. I mean, I think that killed over, I want to say, 1.2 billion people. And that was before we had planes and we were traveling across the country and everything. So the next pandemic that we had was the H1N1 swine flu, and that broke out in 2009. I believe that 1.4 billion people were infected by that, and 151,700 people died from that. Now, what was different, I think, about it is 4 factors, and this is what people don't realize. The main differences are it's not as contagious. So the swine flu, it wasn't as contagious because what happened was we were taking the flu vaccine and we were building up what's called herd immunity. So because of that, people weren't getting it, especially older people. A lot of older people obviously are getting the coronavirus, but the older people weren't getting that disease and they weren't dying from it. It wasn't as deadly. Also, there was 4 antiviral treatments, including Tamiflu. So people had access to, taking antiviral medication. So we weren't losing, as many people as rapidly. Also, I think we're showing a graph of the swine flu. We have a map up. If you see, it wasn't all across the country. I mean, we have it in 50 states right now, the coronavirus. The swine flu was only in certain states. It wasn't as contagious. The other thing is the government's response time. Within 2 days of the swine flu, happening, it was reported. All the numbers were reported to the CDC. The results were reported. All of the genetics, all that stuff was reported. It took us about 5 days to do that. And then we actually sent out faulty lab tests. So we were behind the mark about 3 weeks. People couldn't get tested. So anyway, those are some of the biggest differences. So I think that, again, what this is telling us is we have to be super, super cautious. If the governor is right and 56% of the population can get infected, that's 25.5 million people. The mortality rate on the swine flu was 2%. 0.02%. The mortality rate for the swine flu could be like 2% to 3.4%. So it's a lot deadlier. So it's pretty crazy. But Israel, you made a great point because he was like, nobody remembers the swine flu.
Right. It's just crazy. But I mean, I think that's why everyone's so proactive now and everybody's shutting things down is because there's still a lot of deaths from the swine flu. I mean, there was a bunch of deaths. So it's better to be overreactive than to risk any more lives.
Yeah. So anyway, I wanted to touch on that a little bit, you guys, because there are some differences. And I think that's something that we need to remember. We've had pandemics before, but again, very, very different than the one that we have right now. So again, it's really important that we take care of ourselves. I got a call yesterday from my hometown, Cape May Courthouse, New Jersey, very small town. And there's their first case there, and everybody there was like, oh, no one's going to get it, but they have it there. The other thing is we have talked to a lot of people, friends, business people, neighbors. We had a friend that traveled and came back from traveling, felt sick, couldn't get the test. So a lot of people can't get tests right now.
Unless you're an NBA player. Then there's tests for days.
Or Tom Hanks, right? But that's the thing, unless you're like really sick, you can't get a test, which is another reason why we have to be super cautious. I mean, people in our neighborhood have it in Bay Park. I was on the Nextdoor app, which if you don't have it, you should have it, although it will totally stress you out. It's a lot of information.
Don't get that app.
a lot of good information and a lot of crazy information on the Nextdoor app. But we were told on the Nextdoor app that people in Bay Park area had tested positive for it. So that's pretty crazy. And then the other thing is that I thought was interesting is I watch a lot of information. I watch a lot of news. There's a lot of people that don't have any symptoms of it. And that's the scariest part. It can take you up to 2 weeks to even develop symptoms if you do. So again, we have to be super, super careful. But I do want to talk about the paranoia that's happening with, Costco and Sprouts and the buying up of the products. Because I know a lot of you guys have, messaged us or talked to us about this, or, we've seen videos on Facebook about this. So we went to Sprouts not too long ago in our neighborhood. They were out of everything. It was absolutely crazy in there. No eggs, no pasta, no Ezekiel bread for all those healthy people that eat like super healthy like we do. Nothing. But I want Izzy to give you his input because he went to Costco yesterday and we've got some video of Costco. And hopefully he'll tell us a little bit about his little fiasco there at Costco.
Right. So this was the line at Costco. It was like between 9 and 11. I got there maybe like 9:30 or so. But the interesting thing about the the situation is that they are helping people over 60, senior citizens. They're helping them go to the front of the line first. So I had showed an image previously when Cindy was talking of their sign. So it's basically 60 and up to the left, and then the rest of us to the right. But the other weird thing is, like, I went there for our staple stuff, you know, eggs, chicken, avocados, you know, it's the stuff we eat normally. I wasn't even thinking about toilet paper or paper towels because we have plenty of that at home. But I got there and I'm in line, and they're carrying this billboard around saying that there's no tissue paper, no toilet paper, no paper towels, nothing like that. So I was like, all right, whatever. You know, I didn't really bother me. But then I was starting to see people come out of the place with huge things of tissue paper and paper towels. So I was like, wait a minute. So somebody's getting them, but now they're out. So that made me even more paranoid because I was like, wait a minute, they're out that fast? So I got to the front of the line, our group basically, so they let you in at 25 people at a time. So by the time our group got to the front of the line, the guy came out and was like, hey, we have toilet paper again, and so, but it's first come, first serve, so we just wanted to let you know. So not even thinking about it, I'm just looking at people behind me, and I'm looking around, and all of a sudden I'm like, go! And I'm cutting down aisles to the right. There's people cutting down the next aisle, the next aisle, the next aisle, and it's just a run for the toilet paper. So I got my thing of toilet paper, and I just came out, and I was like, what did I even do? I don't need this.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because I needed it. It's because everybody else is going crazy grabbing it, and I'm like, wait a minute, am I not going to be able to get paper again?
Yeah.
So anyways, and they were out within 5 minutes. So needless to say, we now have a plethora of toilet paper, which is great. It's funny because Izzy and I are very different, and I'm sure you and your partners are. I'm much more like thinking about the world apocalypse or the zombie apocalypse and what I'm going to wear and what weapon I'm going to grab like way ahead of time. And he's very like last minute. And so I had been like trying to order stuff online and I couldn't. Or in other words, calm.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess the point of this is everything can be very fear-based. So we really have to be careful. Don't go out and buy stuff that you don't need, help each other. The point is we just have to like be calm, get the stuff that we need and just take care of each other and do our part to, stay out of harm's way and be safe. So that was our little Costco experience that we wanted to share with you. So everyone is feeling it. Everyone's stressing out about it. But okay, so I want to switch things up a little bit.
By the way, I just wanted to say another thing about Costco. They're very organized. So it was like a pleasant experience. Most of the other stuff was there. So I just, it was fine, but get there early so you can get what you want.
Well, yeah, and they were wiping down the carts for you and everything, which I think is really important. But again, you don't need to be there. Don't be there. So, okay, you guys, so the important part of our show, what I really want to get to today is making you inspired. Again, all of the small businesses, the local entrepreneurs that are out there that we love so much are being impacted. They're also having to adapt a lot. So, we've been talking to a lot of them, and I really wanted to share some things that are happening in our community that people are making a difference. Share some of the things that are happening and just the stories and the inspiration. And we're going to continue to do that for you. So if you guys have a story or you have something that you're doing, send it to us. If there's something you'd like to see, send it to us so we can talk about it, get your input on it and get you some resources. But the first story I want to talk about is one of my friends and somebody that I've worked with in the past, DJ Mandy Mixes, who's a local DJ. She was our resident DJ here at the Pulse for a while. She's been impacted a lot. I mean, she does a ton of events. She's out there with, doing DJ services. But she and I were talking, and she came up with this great idea to host a virtual dance party, which is happening tonight at 7 p.m. So I'm going to play a little video for you of Mandy and what was her inspiration for this amazing event.
Hi there, I'm DJ Mandy Mixes. I am a mobile DJ here in North County, San Diego. And this Friday, March 20th, I'm hosting an online virtual dance party. Why? Well, two reasons. One, We're obviously all stuck at home, so why not get our bodies moving, have some fun, bring in some joy? Because music is therapy. It's not only good to get our bodies moving, but it is good for our souls and our mental health and our emotional health. And then the second reason, obviously all events are at a standstill right now. All of my gigs are canceled. Nobody's booking anything. So I'd like to see if maybe I could make a little bit of money. But I understand a lot of you guys are in the same boat as me. So if you can't afford to donate, that's okay too. If you go to mandymixes.com/virtual dance, you can sign up and either donate or register for free. So I hope to see you guys online this Friday, March 20th at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and let's have some fun.
I just love that story. I absolutely love everything about it. So it's 7 p.m. tonight. It's donation-based or it's free. If you can't afford it, she'll give you the link. It's mandymixes.com/virtual dance. Again, we're going to show a lot of links tonight, or today. So we'll have access to all this on our website, so you can find all these links on all these businesses and exactly what's happening. So we will have that list updated on the website today. But thank you so much, Mandy. We love it. And I love to dance. It makes you happy during this time. So do it. Do it. Virtual dance party. Okay, so moving on. If it's the end of the world, you guys, I'm going to have some wine. I don't know about you, but that's on my list. So a lot of wineries have been impacted, and obviously they had to close their doors. You know that we love Koi Zen Winery, which is an urban winery in Rancho Bernardo. Lisa and Darius are the owners. They've been around for a while. They're fabulous. They cannot do wine tasting right now, so they are open to do to-go bottles, right? So Tuesday through Friday from 5 to 7, they're trying to make your life a little bit easier. They'll deliver to you with a complimentary 2-bottle purchase within San Diego County. So you can call the winery. I absolutely love this because if somebody delivered wine to my door, it would just absolutely make my day. So Koi Zen, you guys, they're fabulous. Support this local business and help them, and they can help you. So we've got that information up for you as well, but we absolutely love them. So that's another business that's doing something fabulous. Okay, so moving on to another business that's doing something great right now, Yummy Cupcakes in Encinitas. You know Renato, he's been on our show. I'm such a fan of them. They are just amazing. They're very community oriented. So they are doing pickup and delivery of cupcakes, which obviously makes everybody happy. And we're going to show you a little video of his cupcakes too, but he came up with a fun in-home activity. So while you
saying we can still
decorate your own
train you
cupcake
if
kit,
you are not
it's a
willing or
6-pack
do not
decorating
want to
kit,
leave your
6
home.
unfrosted cupcakes,
We bring the training
chocolate
to
buttercream
you via
frosting, toppings, mini marshmallows, rainbow sprinkles, and many more. But I mean, how cute is this? So it's only $15 if you place your order 24 hours in advance. Normally it's $22.50. But I thought this was such a cool idea because, moms are home with their kids, your family, and he's got gluten-free, sugar-free, vegan options. So yummycupcakes.com, they're in Encinitas, and they are delivering from 12 to 3 daily. So Renato, hit him up. Okay, so that was another thing that I thought was just really great. Okay, so now we're moving on to fitness. I know a lot of you are fitness people. You like to get your workout on like me. And so a lot of the gyms are closed now. It's really stressful. People are trying to figure out how to be active. So we love Mark Shane from Shape Up Studios on Miramar Road. And I want to play a little video about what he's doing to help his clients with Zoom. So check this out.
Saying we can still train you if you are not willing or do not want to leave your home. We bring the training to you via your smartphone, your tablet, or your computer. So if you're interested in still getting training, we can provide it either one-on-one with you being on this big screen, me behind my screen, and I'm coaching you, telling you what I want you to do, encouraging you and motivating you along the way. We can also do 8 to 10 people in small groups. So we have about 10 different TV sets all around the gym here, and we're able to connect with you wherever you may be in San Diego, as you can see. And I'm doing virtual training where I am coming inside your home and training you, me and my staff, one-on-one. We can also do small groups, like I said. So this is the safest way to avoid the coronavirus or coming in contact with anyone that has it. Give us a call.
So thank you so much, Mark Shane. So Zoom is obviously amazing. So he's Zooming with his clients. He's got a lot of older clients. So I just love that. It's so important for your mental health, I think, to work out. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself and getting out there. Zoom, I think, is going to be our best friends, you guys. Like, Zoom is your thing right now because you can still talk to your clients. You still can talk to people. If you have a networking group, you guys can all Zoom. So I think that's going to be a really big saving grace right now. And hopefully, if all things go well, I will be co-hosting with Mark Shane next Friday on our live show. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so now I want to talk about something else that's been impacted, another industry, which is elective surgeries. So the government put a ban on all elective surgeries right now, which impacts plastic surgeons and people that are doing things like that. We love Kat Gallus from Restore SD Plastic Surgery in La Jolla, and she has decided to do virtual consults. So I wanted to play a little video about what she's doing to adapt with her business right now. So take a look at this.
Hi everyone, it's Dr. Katarina Gallus with Restore SD Plastic Surgery. With the coronavirus outbreak in San Diego County and our surrounding areas, we want everyone to know that at Restore SD Plastic Surgery, we wish you to stay healthy and be well. For those of you who have been considering consultation with a board-certified plastic surgeon, know that we will be offering phone and video consultation. So give us a call at 858-239-2486 or reach out to us on our website, restoresdplasticsurgery.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
So I just love that she's doing virtual consults, and I think this is great. People have a lot of time on their hands. At some point, you might want to get elective surgery, and you might want to find out what it entails. So it's a great time to talk to her a little bit and find out something for the future that you can plan. She's going to be talking to us in the next few weeks as well on the show. She's also doing some skincare consultations. So we'll be bringing that information to you as soon as we get that from her. So thank you so much and support her at Restore SD Plastic Surgery. All right, you guys, so I want to move on to the food and restaurant industry. I know a lot of you know so many restaurants, owners that own bars, restaurants, they've all been impacted. Most of them are all closed. So how can we support them and what can we do? Well, I want to start off by mentioning a conglomerate that in San Diego, the San Diego Dining Group, which includes Greystone, the steakhouse, which is one of our favorites, Saltwater, Osetra, Butcher's Cut, and Osteria Penavino. They announced that it will turn its restaurants into community kitchens during the pandemic, which I just think is so amazing. So they're serving the community in the front lines of the effort to contain the COVID-19. So all nurses, all doctors, research medical labs, staff, healthcare, police department, fire department, you name it, starting this Wednesday, they actually started it, and they're going to do that at least until the 22nd. The staff of all these organizations mentioned you bring a valid ID from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. to Saltwater, which is located on 565 Fifth Avenue in San Diego, and you will be given a free meal to go. I mean, my heart was just like, when I saw that they were doing that, I think that's so amazing. I know we were running some pictures of the group, so I want to shout out to them for what they're doing. It's amazing to support everybody that's on the front lines right now because everybody needs this, especially the healthcare workers and the police department and the fire department. Other restaurants are doing things like curbside takeout and pickup. In our area, I know Bay Park Fish Company is doing this. You can't go and dine, but you can pick up. I know The Lot in La Jolla reached out to me. They're doing this as well. I know you can't go to the movies, but you can support them and get food. So you can buy a gift card for someone too, you guys. So right now we can buy gift cards at these restaurants, even have something delivered to one of your neighbors or to your family that you can't see right now. So we have to do everything that we can to support these local businesses, but kudos to all these people that are doing such a phenomenal, phenomenal job. I know we're kind of coming to the end, so I want to wrap up a little bit, but there's another thing that we need to do is give people business resources right now. There's been a lot of questions about, legality issues. There's been a lot of questions about HR, about payroll, about what to do as a business owner during this time. So you guys know that I worked at Paychex for about 14 years. They're an amazing company. Laura Johnson is the local rep here. She's actually part of my women's group. She passed on some great information to me, and this will be on the website for you as well. They created a coronavirus hub of information as a resource to help protect your company and your employees during this crisis. So it's a really long link, so I'm not going to read it out to you, but basically it's answering a lot of questions about workers' comp and how that affects you during this time. Sick, paid leave, sick time, payroll, you name it, a lot of resources The other thing is I have 2 fabulous women that I work with in the HR industry, and I'm going to be talking to them a little bit more to get some great questions answered for you in the next few weeks. So if you do have questions on HR, please, shout out to us and we'll get you that information over the next 2 weeks. But some great, great, great resources that we have for you. We just want to get you the most important information we can. Okay, so to my strong moms out there that are at home with their kids, right? This is all crazy. Schools are closed. We don't know when it's going to go back into effect. So, what are you guys doing? A lot of you moms that I've talked to, a lot of my friends that have kids are just trying to entertain their kids. We have dogs, right, Izzy?
Right, we do.
So we're just entertaining our dogs right now, but entertaining your kids. So I wanted to give you some online tools that I thought were amazing, that hopefully if you haven't heard about these tools, it'll help you. So KPBS, shout out to them, in collaboration with the San Diego County Office of Education and San Diego Unified School District, KPBS launched an at-home learning response to school closures for all children and youth in San Diego and Imperial counties. So this response includes a new educational schedule, which they're broadcasting on KPBS2, as well as free digital content for at-home learning and support for teachers and parents that are obviously trying to navigate their way around this crazy time. So it's kpbs.org/news, very long link. Again, we have a picture that we're showing you, but we'll have the links to that. I think this is amazing. A lot of resources for you and educational things that you can show your kids when you're home. And there's a schedule of everything and all the shows that they have. We all like to Netflix, right? So it's a whole new meaning of Netflix and chill, I guess, right now. But Netflix has a ton of educational homeschool videos and content streaming. It's called Homeschool Hideout. I want to shout out to Lupe Ruiz from D. Ruiz Tax Center, who showed me this on Facebook, and I thought it was amazing. So Netflix has over 150 different shows. You can stream them. Great content for your kids. So I love it. We have that information for you. We'll have that on the website as well, because I know it's really, really hard right now, you guys. And I know that giving your kids something educational is really, really important. So that's for all my moms out there that have kids. All right, guys. So really, I want to close the show. I want to tell you again that my thoughts are with all of you. And again, I want to be a resource to you. So hopefully, if everything goes well next week, we will be having a live show with Mark Shane from Shape Up Studios. He will be here co-hosting 6 feet away from me. We will be 6 feet apart, but we'll be talking about wellness. We'll be talking about snacks that are 100 calories or less that you can have at home, and also some workouts that you can do at home. I also will be having Laura Medina from Laura Vive. She's an energy healer. She will be joining us on the show, and she will be helping us with some energy healing, which I know we can all use right now, and some tips and some stuff that she can do, some virtual stuff she can help you with, clearing energy. So that's going to be next Friday if everything goes well. But I hope you guys, I hope we were able to inspire you today. I want to shout out to Izzy, my co-host. Thanks for joining us.
See you guys later.
So we really appreciate you guys tuning in. And again, hit us up with any questions that you guys have. And I hope you guys stay safe. And we'll see you next time when we put our finger on the pulse of San Diego. Bye, guys. Take care.